Howdy folks, and welcome to Hawkmer Outdoors. And on this episode we have another unboxing. This time it's the Saddlehorn by GForce Arms. So y'all stay tuned. Palmetto State Armory had this gun on sale for less than 500 bones. I knew I just had to pick one up and add it to the collection. So what I did, I followed the link in our description below, went to Palmetto's website and bought this thing. I've been wanting a 357 mag lever action for a long time, and I finally got one at an affordable price. So let's go ahead and get into this box. The box itself, just cardboard. It was a little dinged up when I got it, but everything inside looks good. Got a little foam pad there. Right away, you got an owner's manual. Very good looking owner's manual. Easy to read font, color pictures, good information. Here it is, the gun itself. Go ahead, first thing, make sure it is empty. Go ahead and open that action. It is clear. So this is what you got. It's the Saddlehorn. This is in 357 mag, 20-inch barrel. Go ahead and take a closer look at that in a minute. But that's it appears that's all you get in the box with your Saddlehorn by GForce Arms. To go over the operation and some of the specs and features of this rifle. This is a lever action rifle. If you're not familiar with a lever action rifle, a brief overview of the operation: you load your rounds into the side gate. They feed into this magazine tube under the barrel. Next, you'll bring this lever bar under the rifle, pull it down, and what that's doing is bringing one of those rounds from that magazine tube into your loading port here, bring in the bolt back, simultaneously cocking the hammer. Next, you'll take that lever bar back up. That's pushing that round into the chamber and closing your bolt. Now you're ready to fire. To go over some of the specs on the Saddlehorn, this rifle has a 20-inch barrel, wood stock, wood fore-end, but also some modern conveniences like a fiber optic front sight, a threaded muzzle, and also a leather wrapped lever there. So that's some of the specs and features of the Saddlehorn. Let's go ahead and load this thing up and take the first shots of the Saddlehorn rifle. Now, like I said, this is a 357 mag, and we're going to take it, that loading port there. Now I've heard that, especially with this gun and on a brand new gun especially, that this loading port's a little stiff, and it does seem that way. Seem like they're going in fine. I've never owned a lever action rifle ever. This magazine tube is supposed to hold 10 rounds, so that's quite a bit. I bought this lever action because I wanted to take it deer hunting. I always dreamed about doing kind of a retro style hunt where I've got a lever action with no scope on it. Just a very back to basics, and yeah, that magazine tube is stiff. I expect it to loosen up over time. You really got to push them in there. Okay. And see, here's number 8. And here goes number 10 in the tube. See, that loading gate's getting a little scuffed up. I'm not too worried about it. This gun was less than 500 bucks. I wanted a gun I could take out in the woods and not be afraid to beat it around on stuff. So let's go ahead, load one into the chamber. It's a little sticky there. First shots, the Saddlehorn 357 mag. Ooh. And that shot out. That's good. Hey. Nice. Very nice. Now, operating this lever, I'm putting some muscle into it. I'm not babying it at all. Okay, but it does feel smooth. All right. And we are empty. 10 rounds. No problem at all. I was aiming at a stump out there in the woods. It looked like it might have been a little high, but we're going to get it on paper here in a little bit and see where these bullets are actually hitting. One interesting thing about a 357 mag lever action is that you can also run 38 special ammo through it. So I've got a 357 mag round here and also a 38 special. That 38 special is just a little shorter. We'll go ahead and load some of those up. Now, this gun will fire 38 special. One thing to know about that, if you only run 38 special through this gun, over time, you will develop kind of a carbon ring in the chamber because it's shorter. And if you only run 38 specials through that, you'll build up that carbon ring. And then if you want to run a 357 through there, you might encounter a little hesitation getting that 357 round into the chamber because of that carbon ring. I'm going to shoot some 357s through it, or some 38 specials through it, but primarily this is going to be a hunting rifle for me. I'm mostly going to use 357 mags with the occasional 38 special through there. Boy, that loading gate is tough. Okay, I don't know how many I've loaded in there. These are 38 special. Oh boy. Okay. Now, these are a little softer shooting. They don't seem as loud. Very nice. All right. Very nice. So you can run 38 specials through your 357 rifle, but keep in mind, if you only use 38 specials or primarily use 38 specials, you might develop that carbon ring in your chamber, making it difficult to use a 357 mag round later on. When I talked about the specs and features of this gun, I mentioned that it had a threaded muzzle. Now with that threaded muzzle, it allows you to attach things, other doodad and doohickeys. I put the suppressor on there. I've got it loaded down with some 38 special. By the way, the thread pitch on this is 1/2 by 28. So I've got some 38 specials in here because they're already running below the speed of sound. They're like 950 or something like that feet per second. So they ought to be pretty quiet out of this gun using that suppressor. Okay, let's see how it goes. Notice I don't have ears on. Oh my, that is quiet. One complaint, using the suppressor, my front sight here, I can no longer see my front sight downrange over the suppressor. I can get close, but keep that in mind if you're going to be running this. You're not going to be able to put your front sight directly on your target without that suppressor obstructing your view. I really didn't want a threaded barrel or to run a suppressor on this rifle. I wanted a more traditional rifle. I didn't even realize that this gun came equipped with that threaded muzzle, but kind of a neat feature to have. Oh, I like that. That is quiet. And just reference, that's no ammo at all. So for just a little comparison, while I still had that suppressor on, I put a couple rounds of 357 mag in here, and we'll see how it sounds. Yeah, a lot louder. Okay, this 357 round is going above the speed of sound, so you get that crack down range. So if you're wanting a gun like this to suppress, I recommend using the 38 specials ammo in it. I load the gun down with a half dozen rounds of 357 mag. This isn't extremely accurate rounds. It's just the cheap full metal jacket, big box stuff. And as you see, very scientific test here, using this big block of wood for a rest. Just trying to see where these bullets are hitting. Got the target out, like I said, about 40 or 50 yards. But we'll just see what's doing. All right, guys, not a bad little group here. It's about 40 or 50 yards away, using those iron sights with the fiber optic front sight and just my rudimentary log gun rest there. That's not bad. I'll take that. I mean, that's a, you know, got them all within about 3 inches, and that's me shooting this gun, you know, first day out with it. I'm satisfied with that. After shooting this rifle a little bit, I gotta say, there are a few things I'd like to see changed on it. Number one are these sights. Now, they did a pretty good job today, but I think there's room for improvement. The rear sight is adjustable. I'm not sure about the front sight. It may be adjustable. I do plan on hunting with this gun, so I want it to be as accurate as possible. And when I find some hunting loads, I'll take it out and sight it in. But the sights that are currently on it could be a limiting factor. This gun, I know, is very accurate, and it might be more accurate than the sights that are on it. Another thing that I'd like to upgrade, there's no sling studs on this gun. From the factory, it just didn't come with any. That's not a big deal. I can get some sling studs and mount in here. That way I can pack this gun around out in the woods. And the final thing, and probably I would say the most critical thing that I do not like about this gun, is the safety that's mounted on it. I'm all for having a safety on a gun, but this thing is so tight, it's almost unusable. I don't know. I mean, the more I play with it, the looser it kind of feels, but man, it just doesn't feel great. I think what I'll do when I'm out in the field, go ahead and load my rifle, and when I'm walking through the woods, go ahead and leave the hammer down. And then when it comes time to take the shot, I can go ahead and cock the rifle when I'm shooting at game. But the safety that's on it, I don't know. It's just tight. It's almost unusable. It's very small too. If I was out hunting and had some gloves on, I don't know that I could use the safety that's on it. That's not really something I want to mess with. Trying to upgrade or anything like that. It's nice that there's a safety on it, but it could be improved. So if that's my main critique about the Saddlehorn, you know, upgrade that safety GForce, make that a little bit more usable for people that want to use the safety on their lever action. Well, there you have it, folks. The unboxing and first shots of the Saddlehorn by GForce Arms. I've been wanting a 357 lever action for a long time. I've been dreaming about doing a retro deer hunt, and I think this gun will fill that role perfectly. Be sure to stay tuned to Hawkmore Outdoors. We'll feature this rifle a few more times throughout the year leading up to deer season and give you a better full review. But I want to thank y'all for watching today's video and all the videos. Y'all could be doing anything else in the world. It means a lot that you're watching this video. We do appreciate y'all subscribing and hitting that like button. It gets our videos even further out there for more people to see. I want to thank y'all, and we'll catch you next time on Hawkmore Outdoors.